Hey, welcome back to my channel Endless Pages. I'm Liv. Welcome to today's video, which is my reading slash channel goals for 2023. This is my second time doing this video. I recently just went back and watched last year's video to see if I actually achieved any of those goals, which I basically didn't. So a lot of the goals in this video will be just goals that have been carried on into the new year, but that's very typical me. Let's get the obvious goal out the way first. How many books do I want to read in 2023? In 2023, I'm going to say I want to read 65 books. So this is going to be the same as my 2022 goal, which is one of the goals I actually did achieve. I ended up reading exactly 65 books in 2023 just. And I thought I would make this the same in 2023 because I like the number, because it was not some crazy unachievable number, but it was still a bit of a challenge, and it really forces me to focus on reading. Don't get me wrong, reading is obviously my biggest hobby, but I'm very easily distracted. My attention span is disgusting, and having this set number there made me really focus on reading, forced me to put down my phone, forced me to get off that Netflix binge and just read. So yeah, achievable, but still a challenge, but not a crazy challenge. So that's a long explanation for why my reading goal is 65 books. Second goal is another pretty obvious one: read more diversely. I said this last year and I did not in any way track this, and I'm just really upset at myself with the lack of effort I put into this goal. So I luckily saw a way that I can keep myself accountable for this goal. So the lovely Ren from the Reading Ren, I will tag her channel below. She's absolutely lovely. She created these cool ass, I don't know if I'll pop it here or on the other side, anyway, cool ass bingo boards, which is so cool, and this is how I'm gonna actually stay accountable of diversifying my reading in 2023. Okay, so I'm just looking down at my lap because I'm looking at the actual bingo boards. The first one is a diversity bingo board, which is, it looks to me a mix between like I guess mental health diversity and health and disability, and I guess nationality. And then the second one is queer bingo, which is self-explanatory, different aspects of the LGBTQIA plus community. I'm really happy that Ren made these bingo boards and I found them, because I, again, was disappointed with my lack of effort from last year, and I feel like this is a great way to actually keep diversity at the forefront of my mind while I'm planning TBRs and while I'm picking up books. So I feel like this will really keep me accountable, and I can come back at the end of the year and say, hey look, I actually did read more diversely, and I'll be able to prove it to you guys, and I will be better off for it, because I feel like I'm missing out on so many amazing authors because I am not putting in the work and putting in the research to find actual diverse authors, diverse topics, diverse characters. So yeah, quickly as well, for the first time this year, I'm participating in 3 new things, which is exciting. First of all, the kind of trend 23 and 23, which is to read 23 books in the year 2023. I haven't filmed this video yet, but I will, I promise. I have all my 23 books picked out. Basically, if you don't know, this is a trend where it's basically just a list of 23 books that you really want to get to. Self-explanatory. The second is 12 and 12, which is a similar kind of idea. It's 12 recommendations from 12 friends. So I got recommendations from Twitter and Instagram, and I have compiled a list of 12 books that everyone has recommended me to read in 2023. The third thing that I'm participating in is Buzzwordathon. It's my first time participating in this. It's very trendy. I'm sure everyone knows what this is. Books in Lala's Buzzwordathon. I'm really excited. I already have my January picked out, and yeah, this one's a fun challenge, and I'm looking forward to participating every month. The next goal I want to talk about is physical TBR related. So I feel like everyone is tackling this issue quite differently and in their own ways with their own goals. It's a very trendy topic at the moment. I feel like that's kind of because of TikTok, but everyone's physical TBRs. I am in the same boat as everyone else, where my physical TBR is absolutely out of control, and I have way more unread than read books in my physical TBR. And I have been trying to think of how I can tackle this, and I just, yeah, it's hard for me to set a goal. I saw Ellie from Earl Grey Books said she wants to finish the year with the same amount or less books that she started with on a physical TBR, and I was going to say that, but I just don't know if that can happen. I feel like that's not a realistic goal for me, so I was thinking about stealing that goal, but I'm not going to now. I'm going to say here and now, to keep me accountable, that I'm not allowed to buy more than 30 books this year, which to me is such a tiny amount, and this is a very, very, very scary goal. But we're going to manage, we're going to do it, and I'm going to have to stay accountable because I told you guys. You guys have to yell at me and keep me accountable for this goal. This all kind of ties into my only really kind of one of my personal, I don't really set personal goals, to be honest, like New Year's resolutions, though I have kind of set, it's more of a mindset than a goal. That sounds so lame. Basically, without getting too personal, 2023 is going to be the year for me where I'm more financially responsible. I'm in a very, very lucky position where I'm still at home, and I should be saving, and I'm in such a lucky position to be able to do that, and I'm not taking advantage of that. I'm not saving properly, and the large majority of my money is going towards stupid purchases, books and food, like takeaway and stuff. So I think a big part of getting this under control is getting the book buying under control. So I'm going to be budgeting every month. I'm setting limits to how much I can spend on certain aspects every month. Grocery, travel, grocery, travel, books, clothes, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to have months where I'm going to do book buying bans. I have successfully done book buying bans in the past. It's not impossible. So January, starting off the year on a book buying ban. And I think I saw someone on TikTok, I cannot remember who, said that they're going to have months where they're only allowed to buy sequels. I really like that idea. I'm going to get back to that idea because that ties into something else later. Yeah, so I'm going to have months where I'm going to do that. I'm going to have months where my book buying budget is $0, and I will punish myself by lowering budgets in other aspects of my life if I don't keep to that, because there should be a punishment, because my brain is like a child and it needs negative reinforcement. So yeah, 30 books in the whole year. So it's going to be hard. I'm already like really scared, and I already know it's going to be a struggle. But again, if you didn't know, I work at a freaking library. So if there's something I'm desperate to read, just borrow it. As I said with sequels, another goal of mine is obviously read more sequels. So this is again a goal carried over from last year. I am one of the worst people at this. When I buy books, I just buy new, and I don't continue on with series that I've started and I've loved. So I'm going to set a goal that each month I have to read at least 2 sequels. Because last year I said I want to read more sequels. I just listed sequels that I hadn't continued on with, and that was it. Again, there was no way to actually keep me accountable. So this year I'm going to say 2 sequels a month. Totally doable. That's a reasonable goal. It's not asking too much. This goal I'm going to move through very quickly because I know it's a very embarrassing one, and I am self-aware that this one is not great, but I want to catch up with Cassandra Clare. I know. I'll go through this goal very quickly. I haven't read a new Cassandra Clare in years. Mortal Instruments, one of my favourite series of all time, so this year I do want to catch up and get up to date with the whole Shadowhunters universe. So to keep myself accountable for this goal, and this ties in with another goal again, is to, there's a lot of overlap with my goals, anyway, is to film a reading vlog where I go back and read the Mortal Instruments series, the Infernal Devices series, and the Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy, and then continue on with the series. I did technically kind of start this goal in 2022, but I lost the footage, so it's alright, we'll start again. No, not lost, I think I actually deleted the footage. Anyway, yeah, the way this ties in with another goal is that I want to film reading, themed reading vlogs in 2023. This is one of my favourite things to watch, is themed reading vlogs, and ever since I became a shelver this year in a library, it gives you so much so much inspiration. Like I have a little list on my phone every time I'm at work. I'm like, ooh, I could do this author, I could do this idea, I could do this genre. So I've had so many ideas and just have never implemented any of them, or never started any of them, which is probably the better word. So yeah, my final kind of reading goal is to do with this, which is my reading journal, which I've started. So I have started a reading journal in the past. I got this like really nice expensive one, again with stupid purchases, where it was like all filled out for you, like it already had all of the templates, you just had to fill it in, and I didn't stick to it and it was kind of boring, so what a waste of money. I get these fixations. It's got to do with my lack of attention span. And I always get these stupid fixations where I spend money on these hobbies, usually creative hobbies, and I'm not being self-deprecating, it's true. Like I literally have the artistic ability of a 5-year-old child. There's probably some 5-year-olds that have like neater handwriting than me and better artistic skills than me, to be honest. Yeah, I get these fixations where I see this stuff, I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So for example, I've had like diamond painting fixation, I've had like, there's some other ones, there's been many, like embroidery, blah blah blah. I do this thing where I'm like, oh, I suck at this, and then I never go back to it. I never put in the time, the energy, blah blah blah. Story of my life. Anyway, this one's getting a bit personal. This is one fixation that I'm actually sticking to, and it's so fun. So I a couple of weeks ago was like, yes, I'm gonna go buy all the supplies, don't worry. I went to Target, bought cheap ones, just in case that it was a fixation. I don't want to waste more money, and I don't deserve good art supplies because I'm not gonna, you know, use them properly. And yeah, and I started a reading journal, and I did all this research. I watched hours and hours and hours of people's 2023 reading journal, like, you know, those little videos they film themselves making it. Oh, it's like ASMR. It's so satisfying watching them. So I filmed that and got heaps of ideas of how I want mine to look like, and I actually started it, and it's crap, but it's less crap than I expected it to be, and honestly it's really calming and really fun. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. It looks like how it looks. It's just for me. And yeah, I'm really loving it. So long story short, the goal is to keep on top of this, keep adding to it. It's not quite ready yet. Like I can kind of start using it, but I'm still working on it when I have time, because this is time consuming, but it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it, and it's, yeah, having a good time with it. So I want to actually not just get to the end of January and never touch this again. I want to keep on top of this all throughout the year, so I'm having a great time with it. And yeah, okay, to finish this video up, just a couple of like channel goals. Last year I went back and watched, I didn't set a number because YouTube growth is very hard. If you have a channel, you know it's so hard to get growth and to keep that growth. Numbers go up and down so quickly. You hit a milestone and then a couple of minutes later you lost another 5 subscribers. So last year I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself and set a goal, but this year I kind of do want to set a goal. Do I think I'll achieve this goal? Probably not. Do I want to be able to work towards a goal? Yeah, I mean, it'll be really rewarding if I reach it. So I'm gonna say in 2023 I want to hit 500 subscribers. This is a massive goal for me. I don't know if it's achievable, but you know, you never know. I'm currently at 167 as of filming this on the 11th of January. So I've been at like 150-ish for like that 158 to like 160 for months and months and months and months. So yeah, it's going to be really challenging. This ties in with another goal, again, with consistency. I said this last year. I want to do at least 1 video a week because growth is obviously got to do with your consistency. If you post consistently, people are going to stay and people are going to subscribe, obviously. So last year I said the same thing, 1 video a week, and then I got in my head that I was like, no, 2-3 videos a week. I got overexcited, I put too much pressure on myself, and then I had weeks and weeks and weeks where I didn't post anything. So I don't want that to happen again, because I feel like that really affects my subscriber count. The really crazy, like where I tried to do Veda, I tried to do Vlogmas, failed both, and then I go weeks and weeks and weeks without posting, which is not great for the channel and the analytics and all that stuff. So I'm going to say 1 video a week, no more. We're not going to see how I go. 1 video a week. That's it. That's the goal. There's not really any other specific goals. I want to continue doing reading sprints. I thoroughly enjoy them. They're so fun. That was one goal that one of the goals I actually did achieve last year, was actually starting reading sprints the very first time. I have so much fun doing them. So much fun. I'm really proud that I did them last year, because it was daunting doing the first one. Is nobody going to show up? And I've gotten over that fear, and I've just have so much fun with it. I'm not going to set like how many I want to do a week or a month or whatever, because it just, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what mood you're going to be in. So the only goal around that is to continue doing that. And I want to start posting on TikTok. That's my only other really goal, because it's just, when you're not in the mood to film a whole massive YouTube video, I feel like it's just easier to pop out a little TikTok. And I enjoy the TikTok book community. I think it's fun. I love all of the trends, and I always feel like jealous that I'm not participating in the fun trends. So follow me on TikTok here if you want to go and see my videos and what I'll be posting this year. I've already posted one this year, so far the goal is getting achieved. Those are my reading and channel goals for 2023. I know they're pretty basic, same stuff you kind of see on other people's channels, but what I like about mine is that this year I've actually, for most of them, set a way to stay accountable. I put numbers on them. I've put ways to track them in my reading journal, blah blah blah. So that's what I'm pretty happy with. So I'm happy with my little basic goals. Let me know in the comments below. Do you set reading goals? If so, do you set them really broadly? Are you really specific? Are you strict? Or do you just see how the year goes? Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. All my social media links are in the description below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of my chaotic videos, and I will see you in whatever the hell I post next. Bye!